Hey, you guys, this is Lena, and you're watching Lena's Life. Yeah, it's my life. I am feeling much better today. But oh gosh, the last day and a half, I haven't even left this room. I haven't even walked out of this room. I mean, I've been in here for a good um 48 hours, I think, just about. But yeah, I just wasn't feeling good, just wasn't. There was like I was just like I think Paula made me some burgers, and it was on Sunday night, and I had some burgers, and I forget I'm vegan, or used to be hardcore vegan, and just just isn't good for me, to eat like that. So I had too much meat, and my body just couldn't handle it. And I paid for it. Yeah. I was not well at all. I was like coughing. I almost I threw up some. I had like this sweat, like it was like this intense sweat in the bathroom. And then just a queasy, my stomach's still queasy right now. I ate um, some fruit. That's kind of like what I've been eating. The only thing that's really been appealing to me has been oranges. So for some reason, oranges have been like my thing. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Doll. And Tiffany and Erica. Yeah, so cool to have you guys on. Um, it was really a difficult day yesterday. I literally felt like I was gonna die. I don't know. It was just not. No, it just wasn't good. I just wasn't feeling it. And basically, I just slept the day away. Just after I had that queasy experience in the bathroom and sweated my brains out and had some even diarrhea. It was really bad. I went back to bed, and I didn't wake up till like 3 o'clock yesterday. So I'm sorry, you guys. I wasn't available. I was like totally gone. Totally gone. I was like totally like not wanting to. I didn't even know if I was gonna live. Actually, it felt so bad. I mean, it's not that bad, but it felt like that. And in between all that happened, I I came to some kind of awareness. I don't know if that experience helped me to focus on some things that I didn't really understand. But yeah, as you can tell, Mark and I are back together, and I'm gonna make plans to move back to Silver City. Um, it's it's something that just just happened. I mean, we spoke, and I mean, we last thing I said to you guys was that we were going to make things um personal and private, and that our business, we had let it out way too much and had this big battle online and everything. And but I never stopped loving him. I mean, never really. He's always been, and even when people said, "Oh, he's ugly and this and that," I was like, no, he's not. He's gorgeous, and he looks really good right now because he's all buffing out and stuff. So, um, I was like beside myself, just thinking, is this really how it's going to end? I mean, after like 6 weeks, and there's these are the papers back here, you know. These are the papers, you know. These are those. And, I spent $149 on them. $149. But I don't want a divorce. So I'm ripping up. Help her, people. Ripping up the papers. Because Mark and I deserve. Ugh. Maybe I should just not do two at a time. No, I can't do that. I'll do three. Gone. Divorce is gone. It does. It gives you a new perspective, and it gives you a new appreciation for the things that matter in life. And Mark's that thing in my life that matters. So all of this stuff, gone. Verified marital settlement agreement, done. Done. It's over. And I don't mean over. I mean, it's over. This dumb divorce crap. Done. Useless. I don't have to deal with that anymore. It's so nice. It's so nice to be done with a separation and an eventual divorce. It's all in this ripped up, crappy paper, you know? Who needs Divorce Writer? I don't. So, and it all came about because, I really just felt like I misunderstood him. I feel like, I'm not going to blame myself completely for it, but, and there were certain things that I'm sure he could have handled better, but, for me, something happened back in March that, I got my disability determination papers and stuff. They wanted to do a whole thing with me, and we had to fill out forms, and we had to go to the exam and everything, and eventually we did. But something happened. I was just really frustrated because I felt like he was using me. I felt like, he's taking advantage, and as soon as that got in my head, it things just just went and stuff. And I just was like, wait a minute, he's controlling me. He's doing this, he's doing that. And, I just, I read the wrong thing. I misread, just like I misread with my sister, feeling like she hated me when in actuality she loves me, and she's the best sister in the world. I just I have this problem of misreading people sometimes, and that's what took place with me. I misread it, and misread the signals. I misread all of it. And Mark never wanted me to leave. I could have just stayed and maybe gotten my own, place for a little bit or something. I don't know, or gotten another motel room that was in the same place. I don't know, but I think that it was good that I came out here. This has been a really positive experience for me. People have been so kind and loving and gentle with me. And, I could have done without doing certain things that I did while I was here, but um, I don't know. Maybe I needed to know that I was appreciated and that I was, um, I don't know, was seen, you know. And yeah, we learn from our mistakes. You know, we do. We learn from them and we grow and we become better people. And I just want to let you guys know that love does win. You know, it does. It's like if you let love go, like Mark did, and you let it fly, and it belongs to you, and it's something that you like that loves you, it'll come back to you, you know? And that's what's me. That's me. I'm that bird. It flew away and now I'm coming back because I know what I know who I love, you know? And it's just a great feeling, you know. It's a great feeling to know that we don't have to start from scratch, you know. We don't have to like we've got so many memories, Mark and I do. I mean, we've got so many memories. And you know, I haven't been able to give him my heart completely. And now I believe that I can. I believe that now he can have his wife back, you know, and fully be given to him and stuff, and to fully give myself to him like he gave to me, you know. So I'm like really super excited, super, super grateful that he would be willing to accept me. You know, I made some terrible mistakes while I was here. Um, one of them was really bad, but um, you know, we had so many things that we had to deal with. I mean, he's showing a lot of grit by going out and working and doing that terrible job over there. Not he's doing terrible job, but he's working this terrible job, you know, where it's like it's like he has to like deal with grease and oil and working all these crazy hours, and he had like yesterday off but he doesn't have today off, and you know he has Thursday off, and it's just so inconsistent, you know. And he's showing a lot of grit, you know, and he's, you know, really just doing what he has to do, and he looks great, he's working out, he looks phenomenal. So, you know, we just had a conversation, you know, over the text, and I said, hey, I don't know if we want to end this thing, you know. I really don't. I don't think it's worth this, you know. Why should love die over a misunderstandings, you know? So, I just, you know, I felt like, you know, when I was with Mark, I never got sick. And, you know, I leave and I get a cold, this nasty cough. You know, I mean, I get like, I don't know. I get sick, you know, I don't feel good. And I know you know, it can happen and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, with Mark, we went through everything, went through every stressful situation, and we came out on top. It was no problem, you know. If anything was difficult, you know, was that time I got ringworm in April of 2016. It was like, oh, it was, and then I got this fever, you know. So I did get sick, but he helped me heal, you know. And it was like self-inflicted because it was after I had talked to my ex, and she said certain things that were really destructive for me, and I just like totally just felt horrible, you know. And then when you let things fester inside of you in your gut area, I mean, it's like in your brain and all over, it's like you're gonna get sick, and that's what happened to me. I got ringworm, and I had blistered out and blisters and stuff all over my face. It was bad. It was really bad. And then I ended up like getting a fever that wouldn't break for like a week. And, you know, he used this concoction of what was it? Oil of oregano, um, tea tree oil, um, so just a bunch of stuff, and put it like an ointment on my head, and the inflammation went down and everything. But it was tough, coconut oil stuff. But you know, he's been good for me. He's really taken care of me, you know, and I have lots to be grateful for because, you know, he's taught me a lot. And I just really, I guess I took for granted some of those things, and I'm just glad we're able to get back together and start our lives again, and to open a new chapter in our relationship because, you know, we as we as Mark and Linda didn't really get to know each other that well. I mean, it was always a consistent like battle or something, and now I think that we can. I think that we can make, you know, the right steps, take the right steps, and really be a living example of love. That love does win, and that love always comes out on top. It really does. It always comes out on top, and I'm so happy that we are able to to continue our life together because we he used to tell me that our life was like the movie and the Notebook, and they were electric, and they were like pretty opinionated, the two of them and stuff, and they argued and stuff, but they loved each other, and at the end of the day, as the movie goes, if your tears don't block you from watching some of those scenes because they are so tender, he reads to her, you know, I mean, she's got Alzheimer's, she doesn't remember stuff. So every day he goes to where she's staying and he reads to her the story, and she remembers, and then she forgets again. And then he has to start over again. And it's like, and at the end of the movie, they die in each other's arms. And Mark's always told me that that's what he wants for us, is to die in each other's arms. So, I mean, what can you say, you know, to love like that? It doesn't come but once, You can't like dance around life expecting the beautiful things to happen. Like lightning striking twice is very rare, you know. And having that person that knows you, loves you, despite all your baggage, all the things that you're dealing with, and sees you. I mean, as a trans woman, it's like he he appreciates me and I appreciate him, you know. But we know that we have this other connection from our original gender going on too, you know. And my heart goes out to you, Carrie. It really does. I mean, you had a special man in your life. I mean, he was a special man. He really was. I can feel it, and yeah, he was. I mean, hugs to you because I mean, I know it's got to be difficult, you know. because it doesn't happen. It doesn't. You can't take these things for granted. And I don't want to be responsible for hurting anybody else, especially Mark. He was like, if I can't believe that this relationship was something, then I don't believe in love. I'm like, oh God, I don't want to be responsible for you not believing in love, you know, because I never stopped loving you. It's just that we had a misunderstanding and we didn't understand each other, you know. So here I am, and I'm gonna be moving. I don't know how I'm gonna get there. I'm trying to get, like I've been asking. I asked Tiffany, I asked Rebecca. Rebecca says no. Tiffany said talk to me later. Um, so that's kind of like the cheapest alternative is to rent a car from Minneapolis and then have it rented out round trip and then have a friend of mine drive me down to Silver City and then they drive back and I would pay for their expenses, all their gas, food, lodging, even shopping if they wanted, right? So uh, that would be the cheapest because then I could bring my bike down and stuff, and and the other option is Amtrak. I've never done Amtrak. It would be a blast, I'm sure, but Amtrak from St. Paul to Chicago, Chicago to Albuquerque, and then Mark would have to pick me up in Albuquerque, and it's like $266. But then we've got that whole baggage thing, how we're gonna get the bags in and all that, and the bicycle, you know. But yeah, I'd love to do the train. I think it'd be really cool. Um, and then the other one was Amtrak. I know, Greyhound. And I was like, I've heard horror stories about Greyhound. Greyhound's like, it's kind of like the homeless bus or something, right? So I don't know if I want to do Greyhound because there's like I checked the itinerary and it goes from St. Paul to Minneapolis to here to there to there to there to there to there. And if you miss it, or if the bus is late and you miss your connection, you're stuck in Joliet, Illinois or something. It's like, you know, and it's always in sketchy places, you know. Oh, my friend Transistor, Marty, blessings to you and Mark Hunt. It's very hard for us to trust and move through our emotional work and not run. Even with my beautiful husband I have today, it's been very hard to not run. Yeah, it is. It's tough, I mean, it really is. And the things that we deal with internally as trans women and as people in general that are, affected by life, is really hard, and my heart goes out to you. I mean, you're a beautiful soul. I mean, you really are. You have such a wonderful charisma about you. And, I mean, I don't know how you felt about me leaving, Mark and stuff like that, but um, I'm grateful that you responded here and that you let me know, what you just said and stuff. Because yeah, it is difficult to trust, when you've been hurt and you've been rejected as much as I have, and I'm sure you have, because from a young age you transitioned way back in you were 18 or something, and gosh, I mean, you were on your own even back then. So, um, yeah, it's hard. It's hard not to run. And I've always been a runner. I mean, like running has been my first option was always to run. And I'm a survivor and a runner. So, as a runner, I would like avoid danger, avoid conflict. I mean, it's like if someone wants to pick a fight with me, I'm running, right? Yes, Carrie, you are a survivor. We're both survivors. Yes, we are. Um, but it's one of those things, you just gotta look at life straight on and accept the things that are and move forward, and not look back, because life is too short. And those special people that come once in a lifetime are are worth are worth the pain, they're worth the struggle, aren't gonna argue. You guys heard it. Sometimes the hardest things are what we need to work through. Yeah, it's true. They say only a shaman knows how to heal, because first of all they had to get healed themselves, and I think that for me that's the case. I'm not calling myself a shaman or anything. I'm just saying I needed to heal. you know I needed to heal. Thanks, teen. I feel better. I mean, I was feeling like crap. I mean, really, I was in this bed and just like quivering at one point. I was like sweaty. I was like clammy. You know how it is when you get, I don't know, when you get sick, And it was just a great, I think that your time away has allowed you to find your independence again, and that's going to be help strengthen your marriage now. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. I think that individuals in a marriage, you know, need to remain individuals and be unified together in that marital bond, but that neither of the two parties would take away from the individuality and the uniqueness of themselves. I mean, it's like, it's so important. It's so important to give the person that space and that understanding that they're different. you know yeah, interdependent. Yeah. um I mean, it's like we're different people. He's cut from a different cloth than me. um I'm an Aquarius, he's a Cancer, so that's already like electric volatile stuff, and it can be electric and volatile in a good way, or it can be electric and volatile in a bad way. So we experienced the bad, didn't we, about 2 weeks ago? I mean, that was really bad. But I knew that whatever he said, whatever he wanted to say about me, that was out of hurt. And I never once stopped loving him. I never did. I always, I've always remained in love with him, and like I said, when people would say, oh, he's ugly and blah, 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 I don't like him and stuff, I'm really like, well, he's likable. He knows a lot. You know, to give him credit, I mean, he's like, am I ever wrong? Am I ever wrong? And I would say, no, I guess not. You're very inquisitive. You're very in tune with life. I mean, you're older than me. You're 6 years older than me, so you know more. So I mean, it's like, give credit where kudos are due. He's been through the ringer of life and learned a lot of lessons that I haven't yet picked up. So it's one of those things where you just deal. You just deal, and it's a good thing though to find yourselves wanting to be together after separating, because that's the test. That's the real test. For a fact. Experience does not always come from age. Sometimes us younger people are smart. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But generally, they talk about how age, the white hairs bring wisdom and stuff like that. And, I think there's a lot to gain from older people, that, not that I'm calling Mark older people, although he can collect AARP. Well, I can too in about 2 years, so I guess I'm not that young. Anyway, and so can you, Carrie. But it's one of those things where you just, you know, you allow for love to grow. Love, you two both. Our stories and how we work through them are so important. I need my tribe. Not me. Gotta go. Big hugs. Big hugs to you, Transistor. Big hugs. Yeah. Marty, you're a special person, and Mark and I would love to meet you someday. Maybe we'll take a trip up to Canada. We have some other friends in Whistler that would love to see us too. We are all about road trips, like we did that 90-day road trip. And I think you're like out in Vancouver or something like that. Beautiful part of the country. So we would love to go visit. So yeah, but it's one of those things, we're just excited because I love it here in the Twin Cities. I really do. I don't like cold weather, but right now it's so nice here, and it's like a different place. Road trip Louisiana in the cooler months, of course. Yes, I would love to go to Louisiana. Yeah, we stopped in New Orleans actually on the way. Bye, Marty. Bye. Yeah. So it was you know, it was definitely a place that we liked. You know, could introduce him to eating Cajun crawfish or something. I don't know. Wait, yeah, he's not a vegan anymore, so he's drinking raw milk. He's having good select cuts of beef. He's doing everything to get protein. So it's like I think he's like 140 pounds. And last January, yes, we could meet. We could meet in New Orleans. We could take a train from where we live and ride it out to New Orleans and see you. That'd be so fun. That'd be really cool. Yeah, that's T-Bear. T-Bear. Yes, we could do it like in the fall or something, when the weather's nice. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Have a shrimp po' boy. That's all we had when we were there. We had a shrimp po' boy at one of the shops over on Bourbon Street. Yeah, I've been to New Orleans countless times, and it kind of grows on you. Kind of grows on you. It's a cool place. It's a historic, but yet like a European flair to it. So it's really interesting. Very picturesque. I love taking pictures. So it's a no-brainer. Cafe du Monde, yes. Beignets, yes. That would be awesome. I'd love that. That would be so cool. I took Mark to Cafe du Monde and we had some beignets, and he did the pastry thing, where he put his nose in it, got in his face, and all over. It's always something that you want to do with a tourist. They don't know any better, and gets right in their face, and they get a white powder face and stuff out of it. It's hilarious. But there's another place in Metairie. It's called Coffee Du Call, or something like that. But that's another place that's really good as well. But we could also drive and go visit you where you live. That would be cool too. That's would be awesome to have coffee actually with you instead of just on the phone, which I'm grateful for, but want to see you all about. Yes, absolutely. I'm thinking that I may have to part with my bike because I don't know if I'm going to be able to take it with me. Kind of bummed about that, but Mark said we could get a bike in Silver City, but I don't know. That bike has meaning to me, I guess. So I could also, another option is to rent a car. It costs $800 though. We are the Cuban, we slash are the Cuban slash Puerto Rican difference is a real issue between you and Mark. No, apparently not. We proved that the two islands can get together and work together and love each other. You know, I think, I said that out of haste. I don't know. It's like, old sayings are meant to be disproven, and that's one of them. I mean, there is bad blood between the two people groups, but with Mark and I, there's always been love. So I I am fascinated with Cuba. I've always I am. I'm going back to Silver City. I mean, that's where my husband lives. So he did text me, or he said something on Facebook saying, "So is my wife ready to come back home to Silver City?" And I was like, "Yep." Because we won't be there forever, but that's where his work is. Yeah, we've always loved each other, teen. You always knew that, and love always wins. It really does. It's not something that can be discounted. And when you think it's down and out, it's there, and it's gonna win. It's gonna conquer all. Because it just is. It just is. It's meant to be. You know, I mean, we've been through so much. My God, you know how many pictures I've taken with that man? I've taken so many pictures with that guy. It's like, I don't think I've ever taken that many pictures with one person in my entire life. I mean, it's off the chain. We would take selfies with each other all the time. Thank you, team. Thank you. Um, Save the lock and we will work on getting you a new one. A new one. A new one. I don't know. You're not going to get me a new bike. There's no chance. I'm just going to buy a bike in Silver City if I can't bring it. And if I can bring my bike, which I think it's like $800 to rent a car, and I could strap it or get a bike carrier and put it on my car. Um, that's all I would need to do. I don't really need more than a compact car. I could take all my stuff in a compact car. The biggest thing I own is an air fryer, and the pots and pans that I just got. I could leave those, but I could also bring them. But U-Haul's like way too expensive, like $1,200 or something. Walmart has good bikes. I got mine for $100, mountain bike. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I just I think I just want like a bike that like I could like do some road biking on, because I'm not like looking for a mountain bike. I'm looking for like one that will get me distances and stuff, because that's kind of what I really like. They have a race here, well, here, not here, but in Silver City, called the Tour of the Gila, and it's like this big week-long cycling event, and I was just drooling because I wanted to be a part of it, and amateurs can compete and stuff like that. So maybe next year I could compete in the Gila regional whatever race. It's like, they have like short track, that goes around the city, like the like a 2 mile loop or something. And then they have like the long distance one. That's what I would thrive on. I love long distances. And it's out in the beautiful, beautiful Gila Mountains and stuff. pretty close to, like, one of them goes like close to where my car fell off the road, actually. But I mean, I that's the kind of freedom that I'm gonna have when I get back to Silver City. I'm gonna be able to, you know, Mark's gonna have a schedule maybe that starts at 4 in the morning and then goes till 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And he goes to the gym and he said, I don't expect you to have to join the gym if you don't want to. You could just ride your bike. And I'm like, that's probably what I would want to. I'm in another live chat with my really good friends. Love for you guys for come over and have a chat when we're done here. Yeah, if you give me a link to it, I would love to do that. That'd be great. Okay, Sister Laundry is calling me. I love you. I'm glad you're following your heart. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm very glad. Um, it's been an experience being here in the Twin Cities, and like I said, I've loved it. And I loved living here with Paula. Um, being able to you know, just de-stress myself and decompress, I guess. Coming back. I don't know. Um, but it's I'm gonna miss it. I am. I'm not gonna lie. The trails are just incredible. So for a biker like me, it's like heaven, right? So but with this newfound independence that I have, with my relationship with Mark now, I can enjoy certain things about Silver City that I wasn't able to, you know. Um, so he'll be working till 1, going to the gym. So that means I have my mornings pretty much. And Carrie and I can have our coffee time, you know, in the morning. And then I could go for a run or a walk or rollerblade or whatever I want to do. And, it'll be nice. It'll be nice just to, you know, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And that's what's happened with Mark and I. And since he's going to be working, you know, Flat Earth Live, Poncho Pete. Okay, I'll take a look. Take a look. Um, but yeah, it's definitely something that I'm so excited because I love that area of the country. It's just I wasn't able to really appreciate it like I could, and stuff. But I can now, I can now. And but I'll never forget this place. I'll never forget the people here. My friend Paula, who opened her home to me and gave me the ability to stay here, and meeting Tiffany. She's been really nice to me as well, and Lynn, and all the people that I've met here in the Twin Cities. Even my friend Ron and everything. I mean, it's been really great. Um, it's like I didn't expect to leave so soon, but I need to get back to where I'm supposed to be. And who knows what in the future. I'll probably bring Mark out here to visit because I want to show him this place. It's such a beautiful place. Um, but and I guess I can't really move to Chicago because we don't like cold weather. You know, and I'll see. What happens with my children, with my oldest and stuff. I mean, it's just a work in progress, and there's always planes to fly in, trains to ride in, stuff like that. So who knows? Who knows? Sky's the limit. You know, I just want to do the right thing. And I know by, you know, going back, making this marriage work, that's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do. That is why you don't give up on love. I mean, it's like that song by Jason Mrazzi called I Won't Give Up on You. You know, it's like, it's, you know, and that song that we used to sing together, Mark and I, that Lionel Richie, Stuck on You, have this feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. Guess I'm on my way. You know, I'm leaving on a train tomorrow and I don't know where I'm going. I'm coming home to stay. You know, it's like really cool stuff. Um, but we're looking at options of where we would want to live. Um, you know, it's something that kind of we toss around because Silver City is a great town, but it doesn't have everything that we would want. Um, but I mean, it's fruit season now, so get to go back and pick the fruit, like I was telling you guys about being a fruit bandit, going down the streets and picking up apples off trees and apricots off trees and all these different plums, grapes. I mean, tons of stuff, free too. Because people, it's like they don't eat fruit or something. I don't know what the deal is. So sometimes you ask, sometimes you don't, because it's like, oh, there's an apple, you know, pears, um, persimmons. I mean, it's it's a it's a little Garden of Eden, you know, and you know, I mean, there's so many things, I mean, it'll be different. It'll be different because I was dealing with, you know, a different kind of life when I was there. And now, I'll be able to spread my wings a little bit, fly some, in Silver City. Um, so yeah, I'm looking forward. I really am. I'm looking forward to it. Really, you know, I'm just my heart is rejoicing. My heart is singing. I'm just super content that these papers are ripped up. I'll never have to ever contemplate divorce again, and that our love is restored, renewed, and even made stronger. So, you guys, love wins. It always does. You love Nebraska. It's pretty user friendly, great climate, quite close to Denver. I never really thought of that. I don't know. I mean, if you think it might be a good fit, I mean, I just want a place that has a little bit more shopping, I mean, just has a Target in it or, you know, a mall maybe. I don't know. I'm not asking for much, but, it's like one Walmart and then the stores that are like in downtown Silver City. Not a whole lot, but Mark did say we could go to Tucson. We could go to Las Cruces, whenever I got like, you know, a hankering to go. He's like, yeah, I'll take you. No big deal. It's a road trip. We love road trips, you know. But yeah, so I couldn't be happier. And I guess the move is planned for after the 4th of July. The weekend after the 4th of July, I think I'm gonna leave 7th, 8th, or something. My mom's birthday is actually July 8th. Um, so, so yeah. Oh, and the other thing is, okay, the other thing is, I was able to talk to my sister. My sister, I texted her, right? I texted her after Mark and I officially got back together. I said, Lily, I just want you to know that Mark and I have patched things up, and I'm going back to Silver City. And I just wanted you to be one of the first people to know because I don't want you to know through the grapevine or through my Facebook page or YouTube videos or anything. So she calls me. I've been on the phone since 1 in the morning with Mark. Oh, and by the way, he's super tired because he stayed up way too late with me or whatever. But Lily calls me. It's like 1:30. We're on the phone for 3 hours. For 3 hours. My sis and me are on the phone for 3 hours. She was like, you don't think I'm going to not be excited when you tell me I'm not going to go to sleep now that you like told me this great news. She's all excited. She loves Mark, So I was like, Lily, thank you for calling. I don't care, call me whenever. And she was like super thrilled, super thrilled, to know that, that Mark and I are back together and that, we're going to make things work and we're not going to get divorced. And because she met him last year. She saw how we love each other. I mean, it's so obvious. So, I was like, wow, my sister again, she cares. She loves me, and she reached out and she actually talked to me for 3 hours. I mean, person that wouldn't talk to me for 2 seconds, and now we're like close and she's like totally like, I mean, joking with me, laughing with me. We're telling stories and stuff. We're talking about, she laughed, but because Mark did a video called To Pack or Not to Pack. And she thought, oh, he's moving from the motel room that he's been living in. And Mark's like, and when I had a packer and I this and that and pee this and that, I wanted to stand up and pee. That's what I really wanted. She was like laughing because she thought it was about packing clothes, not packing to present more male with a bulge in the front of your pants. Yeah, so that was hilarious. That was really funny. But she laughed at some of the things he was saying about about using male restrooms versus female restrooms. The ones he gave up, I gladly took because they're so much nicer. They really are. They're like cleaner. They smell better. They don't have poop stains all over the toilet seat or pee rings all over it. I mean, it's like you go to any male bathroom, open the stall, it's like a bomb went off in there. Guys don't wash their hands. They don't clean themselves. It's filthy, filthy, filthy most of the time. And consistently, women are not like that at all. But like I told my sister, y'all do talk a lot on the phone in the stall. And that's, guys never do that. They never like, hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm in the bathroom taking a piss. It's like, no, they don't say that. But women are like, oh yeah, I'm sitting here on the toilet and I'm just like deciding where I want to go, afterwards and stuff. Are you guys gonna be there tomorrow? Or I mean, am I coming today? What I was like, they're carrying on conversations like it's nothing, and it's like they're flushing the toilet. And they don't even think anything of people like, oh, gross, they're flushing a toilet, but, they don't care. They don't care. So, and sometimes women's bathrooms can be kind of gross too, when you get that, period blood and all that stuff that's in the toilet and they don't flush it. they don't flush. They put a tampon in there and they don't flush it. Or sanitary napkins when they smell all raunchy and yucky. That can be bad. But a men's restroom, I don't think it's anything worse than that because guys just don't care. They just like pee whatever and poop whatever. And, it's like, they'll clean it up. No big deal, So um, that's one of the things, that it just, it's crazy. Well, I better let you guys go. I just want to let you know what is going on with me and why I wasn't on yesterday and what I wanted to share and stuff like that. And I'm glad that you guys um, are happy for me, and I appreciate you guys being there for me. Mark always says that I would say, I love you, but remember, no, I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, no, I can't use this saying. It's not like we're not even together. But now I can because we're together. And his phrase is my phrase. So I love you, but remember to love yourselves too. Okay, I will. I'll do that. Ponchos, Flat Earth Live. Okay, see you there. Bye.